Good evening, my name is Maritza Quiceno. Today I am going to explain the simple present. As we see, we use the simple present to talk about daily activities, routines, and facts. In order to use the simple present, we have to take into account that we need to use verb in present, because when we talk about daily activity, routines, and facts, we are talking about our daily activities, our daily routines. So to form the simple present in affirmative form, we need the pronoun he, she, it, we, they, or you, verb, and the complement. For the negative sentence, we need to use pronoun, auxiliaries do or does, depending of the pronoun, not, verb in present, and the complement. For the interrogative sentence, we have to use auxiliaries do or does, depending of the pronoun, the verb, the complement, and do not forget the interrogative question or the question mark. I'm going to give you examples so you can understand better the way that we use it. An example with daily routines, examples with fact. So like I'm saying, never forget to use always the pronoun to begin a new sentence. So in here we have affirmative. Affirmative example. So we have she wakes up at 7 a.m. So here in the affirmative sentence, you can see the pronoun, the verb, and remember that I explained in our last class that we need to use the S or the ES in the verb when we use the third person. Remember, the third person is he, she, and it. We need to use the S or the ES depending of the end of the verb. Remember that when we have verbs that ends in SH, CH, double S, O, Z, or X, we use the ES. Okay? So we have here the first sentence, affirmative sentence, she wakes up at 7 a.m. This is a daily routine or a daily activity. Now we have the negative sentence. For the negative sentence, don't forget that we need to use auxiliaries do or does. So we have she doesn't wake up at 7 a.m. If you notice, in the affirmative sentence, we use the S in the verb. In the negative sentence, we do not use the S in the verb because the auxiliary does has the S already. Interrogative. Remember, with the interrogatives or the questions, we have two kinds of questions. The one that is yes, no question, or short answers, yes, no, or the WH questions. Remember, the difference between these two questions are yes, no question, you only have to affirm or use the negative form, yes or no. And with the WH question, you must answer a complete question, because this question requires a complete answers. Interrogative. For the interrogative, we must put the auxiliary first. So, does she wake up at 7 a.m.? And the question mark, do not forget it. The same happens here with the auxiliary, because the auxiliary does is here, the verb do not take the S. Okay? A WH question could be, WH question is, what time does she wake up? And an interrogative. So with this class, I hope that you get better the idea of the use of the simple present in affirmative, negative, and interrogative form. Thank you very much. This is my class for today. Please, if you have any questions, any doubts, always remember to go into the exercises and to see this video as many times as you need it. Good night, and see you in the next class.